Can a machine dream? I mean, it's a question that sounds like it was ripped straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But it's not just a hypothetical anymore. We've always thought of dreaming as this deeply, uniquely human thing. But what if we were wrong?
So let's get a little more specific. Can an AI, a machine, actually have something like a dream state? A state where it isn't just pulling up facts, but is, processing, reimagining, and creating something totally new and surreal from all the data it knows.
Well, there's one visionary artist out there who believes the answer is a huge, resounding yes. And he's not just talking about it, he's actually building these incredible portals into AI dreams, inviting all of us to step inside and see for ourselves.
Okay, so let's meet the man himself. His name is Rafi Unadul, and he's a pioneer working at this amazing intersection of art, data, and technology. You see, he's not just using algorithms like a tool, he's basically collaborating with them to find these hidden, beautiful landscapes inside these massive oceans of information.
So forget about your typical canvas and oil paints. For Anadol, his paintbrush is artificial intelligence. He uses these incredibly sophisticated AI programs and just raw data as his pigment. He's creating art that honestly would have been completely impossible even a decade ago.
And what he creates is something called immersive imagery. And look, this isn't the kind of art you just hang on a wall. We're talking massive, room-sized installations. The visuals, all generated by the AI, completely surround you, pulling you into this dynamic, constantly shifting world of pure light and data. It's pretty wild.
So how does an AI even dream in the first place? Well, the process itself is this fascinating mix of human creativity and raw machine intelligence. Let's break down how it all works. Anadol has this great way of describing it. He calls it a machine's dream state. And it's a perfect analogy. Think about it. When we sleep, our brains process everything from the day, right? Well, his AI does something similar. It sifts through these huge datasets, which are like its memories, and it starts to hallucinate new connections, creating visuals that feel kind of familiar, but are also completely new.
So the whole process really comes down to 3 key steps. First, you've got to collect the data. Let's say you feed the AI millions of images of nature. Then, step 2, the algorithms get to work. And they're not just seeing trees and water. No. They're finding these hidden, latent connections, like the fractal patterns in a fern and how they echo the branching of a river delta. And finally, the AI renders its dream, turning this invisible web of relationships into the stunning, fluid art you see at the end.
Now, a new form of art this powerful, well, it needs a new kind of space. Anadol's vision isn't just about temporary pop-up exhibits. No, he's thinking much, much bigger. He wants to build a permanent home where this art form can live and breathe and evolve.
And that brings up a really exciting question, right? What is the future for AI-generated art? If just one artist can create these mind-blowing machine dreams, where do we possibly go from here? Turns out, the answer is pretty ambitious.
How about this for an answer? 1. A single, dedicated museum. I'm not just talking about a gallery wing, but an entire institution built around this new frontier of creativity that really shows you the scale of this vision.
It's going to be called Datal Land, and it's planned for Los Angeles. You can think of it as a museum for the 21st century, totally dedicated to showing off AI-powered art. But it's also designed to be a research center, a place to keep pushing the boundaries of how AI can understand and communicate with data.
So let's just zoom out for a minute. What we're really watching here isn't just a cool new tool for artists. This is a potential redefinition of creativity itself. It's challenging our most basic ideas about where art even comes from.
Think about this comparison for a second. With traditional art, a human takes their personal vision and translates it using physical stuff, like paint or clay. But with AI-powered art, the artist's role changes. They become more of a guide or a conductor, steering an AI to uncover and then translate a totally new kind of vision from data itself. It's a genuine partnership between a human and a machine.
So at the end of the day, what this all represents is a really fundamental shift. The very act of creation becomes this sort of duet between a person and an AI. And for us, the audience, the experience changes from just passively looking at something to being actively immersed inside it.
And all of this leaves us with one final, kind of mind-bending thought. If we can now literally step inside the dream of a machine, well, that just opens up a whole universe of new possibilities. It really makes you wonder, what will be the next frontier for our own dreams?